Well, guys, once again, good evening. Welcome to our session. Basically, today we have our final exam. Of course, we are talking about the speaking part. Just to make sure that we remember like the rules and the regulations, we just like to refresh your memory. Let me check one thing in here. Okay. Remember that the first part is going to be the individual part, and then we move to the part that is in pairs. Don't forget your groups. Remember that it doesn't really reflect how we're going to start. As usually, I start at random, or maybe based on a very specific situation, probably I would change my idea. Okay, guys, these are the situations for the second part. Which are part 2. Chat, okay. Remember, guys, that based on the group that you have is the information that you have to take into account while creating your conversation. B.1, okay, B.5. I'm gonna send it, although I'm sure that you already took the screenshot. I'm gonna send it in here. So group 1, student role play a conversation in which they talk about an experience they had using online dating websites. Group 2, student role play a conversation in which they talk about an unusual world record. Group 3, you will talk about an important life event in history you have seen. Group 4, they talk about how social networks have impacted their lives. Group 5, talk about something they had to do recently but they didn't enjoy. Group 6, talk about inventions that have had a negative impact in their lives. Group 7, something you should have done recently but forgot about. And group 8, talking about a special event or celebration you've been into. So while you have a look at the information in here, I'm going to take attendance, okay? Remember that that's part of our typical regulations, and then we will go to our breakout rooms to start creating our conversations. I know that some of you haven't finished the exam. I really, really hope that you are about to, so you can start working on this part. Saraya Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Cristian Albarracín.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Joelia Ayala.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Andrea Vaca. Well, Andrea's not here for the moment. Gilbert Cárdenas.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. John Carrero.
Hello, teacher, present.
Hello, John. Brian Cordero. Not here for the moment. Stephanie Córdoba.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. Silvia Durán.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Freddy Fonseca.
I am here.
Okay. Judy Lisette Liscano.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. Diana Lisette Lozada. Not here for the moment. Daniela Lozada. Daniela is not here. Andrea Juliana Muñoz.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. Natalie Joana Pérez.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. Mayra Juliet Pinzón.
Present.
Okay. Mayra Alejandra Plata.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Harold David Rodríguez.
Hi, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, Harold. Janini Sánchez.
Hi.
Hi, Janini. Angélica Stephanie Sandoval. No. Here for the moment. Daniela Fernanda Sierra.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Daniela. Ana María Velasco.
Hi, teacher. I'm here.
Hi, Ana. And Jennifer Jimena Vera.
Here, teacher.
Okay, very good. So the ones that for the moment are not here. Andrea is there now. So for the moment, the ones that are not here are Angelica Stephanie, Daniela Lozada, Diana Lozada, and now, Brian, and now Andrea is here, right? Andrea Vaca?
Okay, Andrea Muñoz, yes, teacher, Andrea Vaca.
Muñoz, always. No, but I think that Andrea Vaca is now here, right? Yes,
Yes, teacher.
there you are. And I think I saw Daniela Lozada, right? I think I saw both Daniela and Diana.
Yes, teacher, I'm here. Diana.
Diana Lozada, okay. But not Daniela. Well, I don't want to keep on wasting your time. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. Remember that based on your group is the situation that you are going to take into account to create the conversation. I already sent to the chat the image. I'm sure that you already took the screenshot. So officially, I'm going to create the 8 breakout rooms. Remember, guys, that you choose, let's say, the room that you go to based on the organization that we have in here. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to have an email for you to start like brainstorming your conversation. And then we start with the individual part, and the second part will be the conversation. Guys, do you have any question before we start?
Not too sure.
No, teacher.
Okay, guys, perfect. I'm sure that is going to be just fine. Okay. In the moment that everybody goes to the groups, I will send you a message telling you 10 minutes starting now. Okay, guys, let's start working.
Yes, teacher, sorry. We are waiting to Daniela. But okay.
Daniela.
No me veo pronto.
Puede ser, Daniela. Voy a ver si la envío yo manualmente, a ver si ahí sí, porque Joely está sola, por lo que Brian no ha llegado.
Okay, teacher, it's my group 6, sorry.
Yes.
Because I saw the other Daniela.
Okay. Room 6. There you go.
Hi, teacher. Sorry, I have a problem with my. I go into my group. Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
perfect. Welcome. Good evening.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Doing great. What about you, ladies?
Good, teacher. We didn't
Ready to
finish
shine?
that, but well,
Look at the bright side. You don't have to wait until 12 p.m., which I believe is going to happen tonight for the last group.
okay,
Oh
teacher.
my God. Okay. Remember, ladies, that the first part is going to be the individual part. I'm gonna share my screen. Yes. There it is. So the idea is, as usual, to answer the questions. Don't forget to turn your camera on. I have to turn mine on as well.
Daniela, teacher, sorry. Daniela was on her way to home, but I don't know if she already get there.
Daniela lo sabe.
Yes.
Yo creo que sí puedo hacerlo antes de irme y rapidito lo hacemos. Yo creo.
Okay.
Es que iba saliendo, pero pues me retrasé, entonces yo creo que puedo hacer el examen antes de irme.
Okay. Good.
Ujú.
Okay,
Listo.
Daniela. Great.
Entonces,
Well,
me das un minutico, voy a encender el computador y ya.
tranquis, don't worry,
Si
Daniela.
quieres,
Vamos a
inicia por
empezar. Vamos a empezar con Natalie entonces.
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm not sure if you can see my face because I'm arriving my home, so I don't have a good light, but I can try.
Ay, Natalie. And the reason
Sorry,
why I
teacher.
started with you.
Sorry, teacher.
Sorry. So, Natalie. Or maybe I start with another group because Daniela is also like adjusting herself. Should I go to another group first?
Girls, Natalie, Daniela, what do you think?
Puedes iniciar. Diana, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to group number 1 because they are calling me. That means that they are ready. So, and then I
Diana,
come back.
Sorry?
¿Tú estás lista? Si quieres, inicia tú. Yo ya estoy prendiendo el computador.
Yes, teacher. If you want to start with me, no, I have no problem.
Okay. So, Diana, there you are. Let me write down the information. There you go. Then I'm gonna start with question number 1. Let me set up the timer. Remember that you have 40 seconds to answer your question.
Number 1, teacher? Sorry.
Yeah, but give me a moment.
Do
you think social networks makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain.
Well, I think that sometimes people can handle in a good way the appropriate use of networking. Sometimes they can't handle the stress and no, maybe don't organize the time appropriately to interact and it takes them to feel in that way, anxious and stress.
Okay, Diana, thank you. That was question number 1. I'm gonna ask you question number 2. What invention has had an important impact in your life, and explain?
Number 12?
Number 4.
Number 4. Well, I think that the computer had finally the most important impact in my life because that's the tool that I use every day to work. I work in virtual in a virtual model virtual. So I need it all the time to communicate with my partners, with my boss, to do like everything for work, teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Diana. Which of you ladies are ready?
Me, teacher.
Okay, I heard that voice. I got confused. Oh my God, they are calling me
It's me,
from...
Natalie, teacher.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you can see me well right now.
There you are.
Okay, teacher.
Pues Natalie. Uy, qué estrés el grupo número 1. Les voy a mandar un mensaje a todos que estoy acá. Uy. If I don't answer it because I'm busy.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Natalie, I'm gonna ask you question number 6. Can you think of any great mistake famous people have ever made?
Great miss.
Like something that was a mistake, but it was considered like, let's say, important or relevant. Well, I find my sharpener here. Could you write on your WhatsApp group? Because once again, Freddy is calling me.
Okay, teacher, I'm going to write in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, so Natalie. Natalie, your microphone is off.
Teacher, but I'm not sure for a great mistake of famous people because I don't know so much for that part of people, but I think a great mistake of famous maybe could be in the science that the most of parts, the most advanced maybe come after a mistake, like develop of the human or like that is a mistake. Like I'm not sure, teacher, something like that.
Okay, that was a good answer, actually. Let me ask you now question number 9. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations?
Yes, teacher. My mom has an I don't know if you can say a business like that, organizing weddings, birthdays, and yes, I do the decoration. I can do the food or the organization of the event, like in hours, people there. So yes, I did.
Okay, Natalie, thank you very much. That was about you. Now let's move to Daniela Lozada.
Yes, teacher, I'm ready.
There you are. Okay. I see you now. Very good. Daniela, I'm going to ask you first question number 7. What's the biggest celebration that you have been to or seen on TV?
I don't know.
Háblame más duro, Daniela.
I don't know, teacher. What's the biggest? Well, the biggest celebration that I have been on TV is
Been
the
or seen?
I have yes, I have seen on TV is the concerts of Tomorrowland. It is a type of music event in a specific electronic music, and it is a great celebration, and all the people is happy there.
Okay, thank you, Daniela. Good.
Okay, teacher.
Let me ask you question number 12. Do you believe in the paranormal? Why not?
Well, I Yes, I believe because for example, I used to watch a lot of horror movies, and I think that maybe it is possible because we are not alone. So maybe our diet parents or are between us, I think.
Okay, Daniel.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was about to ring anyway. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies, let's see your topic. Group number 7. You talk about something you should have done recently but forgot about it. Remember that you're going to have up to 2 minutes, okay? Then, similar to the previous activity, when the phone rings, that's the moment where you stop talking. So I'm going to close my camera, turn off my microphone as well. Don't forget to turn your cameras on. I haven't seen Natalie. Okay, ladies, there you go. 2 minutes starting now.
Okay, teacher. Hi, girls. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, but a little stressed.
Hi girls, I'm great. Why are you stressed, Natalie?
What happened, Natalie? Tell us.
Oh, I have a lot of work to do and I forgot to do my part of the presentation.
I know, Natalie. This is very important for us.
Oh my God, Natalie. It can be possible. This is the most important part of the project.
I know, girls, and I'm sorry if I was not, no, it was not my intention. What can I do to help you?
I don't know, did you remember upload the file to Drive?
Natalie, if you remember the results of the project, maybe we can improvise. Don't worry.
Yes, I uploaded it last night. I think that it will help you successful. It will be successful.
Okay,
Okay,
Natalie, that's awesome. It will be really, really helpful for us, and maybe we can do a great presentation today.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So we can do that and then do the presentation in the best way. I think. I don't know.
Okay, Natalie, don't worry.
that sounds good.
Okay, ladies, very good. Actually, you had a few seconds left. In terms of the component, I was also having a look at the script of the conversation. It was really good. In terms of pronunciation, just a couple of things. Diana, definitely. Yo sé como definitely or something like that. Definitely.
Definitely, definitely.
And you said that you work in modal virtual. That would be like
Virtually?
virtually. That would be better. Actually, that is a
teacher.
good one. And Daniela, you said diet patterns would be death. Diet is the verb. In this case, we need the adjective. Okay, ladies. The idea is that, as usual, we will try to put the grades as soon as possible so you can have the information in order to start on Friday, B2. Okay. The next cycle, I'm not going to be with you. So that will be all for the whole cycle with me. Okay, ladies.
Okay,
So,
teacher. Thank you for
enjoy the
all.
process.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye,
Okay,
teacher.
ladies.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Teacher, good evening.
Thank you for calling a million times.
Okay.
I was please tell them that we are with the group and calling again. Did you tell them? I'm gonna send a message calling again. Oh my God. I know that they wanna leave early, but wait, please.
They were pushing me.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Who did it?
Who did it? I'm gonna keep the name as a secret.
And by the way, we are not ready yet.
Well. Of course. I mean, I don't believe you that you're not ready. Well, guys, you know that the first part is the individual part. I'm gonna set up the timer. You will have 40 seconds to answer each of those 2 questions that I'm gonna ask every single one of you. So I would like to start with Mayra.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Mayra. How's everything?
Better. I feel better.
Great. Let's keep on improving. When Mayra, don't forget to turn your camera on.
I look terrible today.
Don't say that. There you are.
Yes, because I'm taking antibiotics. And
Antibiotics?
Antibiotics.
This is
yes.
part of the speaking, remember.
Okay. Well, Mayra, let me start with question number 2. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why? Why not? 40 seconds.
Yes, I do think that young people are lonelier that people in the past, because I think that the younger people right now are spending like a long time on social media, and they are missing that time to be in touch with others, like to be present in a specific situations, so they are losing people.
Okay, very good. Mayra, I would like to ask you question number 10. Talk about something you didn't have to do 10 years ago that now you have to.
Well, I didn't take English class in the past 10 years. Now I have to do it. And sometimes I feel like a little old for not do it before, but in some point I feel that it's the perfect moment.
Okay, very good, Mayra. Thank you very much. That would be it for the individual part. Let me continue now with John.
Hello, hello.
Hello, John.
Okay, teacher, I'm ready.
There you are. I can see you now. Okay, John, I would like to start with question number 5. Which achievements do you find the most amazing?
Well, for me, the most amazing achievement so far is when I got independent in December 2020, because I had been waiting for a long time to get independent. And well, finally, at that time, I was able to do it. And it's been a great experience. I've been living alone for more than 2 years. And well, I have been able to learn a lot about finances, about how to clean your apartment, how to cooking for yourself. And it's been really great for me.
Okay, John, thank you. I'm gonna ask you also question number 11. It says, have you or has someone you know had a mysterious or paranormal experience? Only 40 seconds because I would get scared.
My goodness, yes. Actually, yes. In 2018, I had the opportunity to go to Carurua West, and there in that place, I had a paranormal experience with 40 girls who get possessed by demons, and it was really scary because she was acting like like that, and I needed to start praying for them, and I was in the name of Jesus, come out, Satan, in the name of the Lord, and they were, and finally, thankfully, they set free, and it was an amazing experience. I was there for almost a year, and it was great because I was able to see the power of the Lord Jesus Christ appearing on them, and it was
okay, John.
actually
Wow.
actually there are some videos on YouTube. You can search like endemoniados in Caruru Fest, and you can find the videos there.
Oh my God, John, I wasn't expecting that answer. Thank you very much. I'm really a coward person, you know. That's who I am, but thank you. Okay. That was all about the individual part for John. Freddy, it's your turn now. Freddy, there you are.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to ask you first question number 8. Which events in your lifetime do you think will be remembered by future generations and why?
Which events in my lifetime? Maybe because I love science and I love teaching. And that is something that people will remember, and they are going to remember about me because I love teaching with passion. And every day that I go to work, I love to give the knowledge that I learned through those years in high school to my students. So that is something that they are going to remember for.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ray. Now, I would like to ask you question number 4. Which...
No, what invention?
No, otro grupo que me está llamando. What invention has had an important impact in your life? And explain.
Maybe the invention of electricity. It has made our life easier because now we can communicate with people through our cell phones and we can use many different electrodomestics at home, and it has made our life more easier than it was in the past, that people have to wait many hours to receive a response from another country. So that is the invention that I think that has had a great impact in our life.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Freddy. Well, guys, let's move now to the collaborative part. You are group number 1. Your conversation about an experience you had using online dating websites. That was a fun one. Remember, guys, that you have 2 minutes for the conversation. I'm going to turn my camera off as well as the microphone. Let me set this up. Well, guys, let's begin.
Hey, Freddy, have you ever used any dating app?
Yes, I have, John.
Tell me how that experience was.
It was a great experience, and actually some friends of mine, like many years ago in 2012, they recommended to me a website that was called ICQ.com. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was a great one because there you could meet people overseas. So I created an account, and I had the chance to meet a girl from another country. She was from Turkey, and we'd get in touch like for 5 years. So that's
Interesting.
why, yeah, it was a good experience, a good one.
Okay, perfect.
So what about you, John? Have you ever used some dating apps?
No, I haven't. I really haven't.
Why?
Because I don't like using those kind of apps because you can meet any kind of peoples and it could be dangerous at some point. So I prefer meet people face to face or using other ways to meet people. And what about you, Mayra? Have you ever used them? What do you think about it?
Well, I never had been use a dating website because I don't feel comfortable testing with someone that I don't know. And I think that could be a little dangerous, like the saying that you were saying before, because you don't know what kind of people is there. And if I want to date with someone, I like to know each other face to face and see if they are real and if they are saying to me the truth. Because in some point, people could be
A liar.
I don't pretend to be someone else, and that's really scared to me. So for me, it's not an option to use Tinder or another websites or Bumble for meet someone.
Come
I
on, you should try
totally
it.
agree. Sorry.
I said that
totally
you should try it.
Ah,
Because you love it, because you
Not that I
really
love it, but it could be like such a great chance to meet people from other countries. Because here in Bucaramanga, we don't have like a lot of people or foreign people here.
Okay, guys,
But-
time's up.
Okay.
Okay, guys, very good. Just like a couple of things, not that complicated, of course. Mayra said, I never have been used. Will be, I have never used to have never been using, just in case. You said, if they are saying the truth, truth is with tell, not with say, tell the truth. Do not say and tell that have that kind of issue. And just one thing from Friday, you said more easier. Only easier, that would be it.
Yes.
But in general, very good as usual. Okay, guys, the idea is to upload the grades to the system as fast as possible. So you have the information to start B2 on Friday. Okay?
Okay,
Okay.
teacher, thank you so
Thank
Well,
much.
you.
guys, continue
See you.
working. Take advantage of
Oh,
this.
teacher,
Yes,
today is
John.
our last class because in a cycle where we won't be with you. So
Yeah,
we want
I
to
will.
say thank you so much
Teacher,
for these
Oh, yes,
4
I forgot that.
cycles. You
John,
you
thank
has
you.
been such a great teacher, and
Yeah.
it's been really great to meet you. So thank you. I hope we can see you in the future, maybe.
Okay, thank you
so
very much,
teacher.
guys.
Thank you,
teacher,
teacher, because you were always asking all of the participants in the group like to participate. And that is something good
That's
because
right.
sometimes there are people that are very quiet and you
very
always made them to talk.
Okay, teacher. Bye bye.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
lot.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you for your words. Keep on
Bye-bye.
working. You're really good. Keep on working.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Ay, voy a soñar a la profe.
Bueno, ya.
Ciao.
Pues.
Good evening.
So, hi, teacher.
How are you guys?
Fine. What about you, teacher?
Doing great. Running as usual, like every single speaking day.
I
That's the drill.
makes sense.
Okay.
Not this new for us.
Joely was calling me, so I assume that's because you are ready, right? Yes.
Yes. What, teacher? Sorry.
Joely was calling me, so that is because you are ready, right? Or it's because you
Yes,
have
yeah,
any question?
yeah, teacher. No,
Set.
teacher. Yeah.
Set, ready, go. Okay. Remember, guys, that the first part, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Let me set up the timer. As usual, you will have 40 seconds to answer every single question. And then we will move to the collaborative part. That would be the end. I'm going to start with Daniel. I'm going to take the advantage that you already have your camera.
Why, teacher? Why?
It's the easiest thing to do. Your camera is already on. Okay. Daniela, I'm going to ask you question number 1. Let's start with that one. It says, do you think social networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain. Go.
Well, networking is like work in house using a computer.
No, more related to social networks.
Like mediums, Facebook. Or-
Those. Yes.
Well, I think that yes, because social media usually create a reality that no is like in really facts. For example, teenagers and young people, even older older people, usually to think about how reach the successful or earn a lot of money in media, but doesn't within work and more work and time and effort, you don't have your goals. So that is an delusion and life. Like
Okay. Thank you very much. Daniela, I would like to ask you question number 9. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations?
yes, my 15 years old. Well, of course, with my parents, but I remember that is complicated because you have a lot of things in your mind and in a short time, and even if you think that you prepared in enough with enough time, doesn't doesn't is enough. So, and at the end, you realize that don't enjoy. Yes, it's like I prepare or I try to prepare the best form, but that doesn't work.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniela. Let's move now to Joely. Let's turn your camera on, Joely. While I write down your name. Joely.
Profe, es que está teniendo problemas. Sí, okay.
Yeah, I know that she suffers a lot with the internet connection. I think it's loading. There you are, Joely. Very good. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. I see that you're saying something, but there is no sound, Joel. Look at the image. Is the connection as bad as it looks like? Ah, well, Daniel actually has a normal image because look at Joel's. She's having problems. Well, Brian, you have to chip in when Joely manages to adjust her situation, okay? There you are. Brian, I would like to start asking you then question. Okay, let me set up the timer as well. I would like to start asking you question number 4. What invention has had an important impact in your life? And of course, explain. Your microphone, Brian.
Okay. Number 4, teacher.
Yes.
I think the invention is the computer, because I use the computer all the day. In my work, I use this device to design, to calculate, to investigate, and it's an important tool since my formation as a student and now in my professional field.
Okay, great. Hi, Brian. Good. Let me ask you now question number 7. What's the biggest celebration that you've been to or seen on TV?
The biggest celebration. I think immediately in my birthday number 8, when my parents paid an aquatic park, and all my family were there, and was funny to to share this moment in the pool, and we did a buffet where you can eat all you want.
Okay, Brian, thank you very much. Well, Joely, how's the sound now?
¿Ahora sí me escuchan mejor?
Sí, señora. Sí, claro, ahora sí suena. Listo. Very good. Okay, Joely. I would like to ask you question number 2. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why or why not?
I think that we are lonelier than the past. Maybe because of social network. We have also the cell phones, and we are always,
Joely, the voice is cutting off. If you want, turn your camera off. Just let's make sure that I can actually hear you, you know?
aló,
Joely, si quieres apaga la cámara
aló,
para solo escucharte. Yo ya sé que estás ahí. ¿Listo?
no tengo internet. Aló,
Joely.
no.
Está teniendo bastantes problemas con la conexión. Did you have the same problem while you were creating the conversation?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, she usually has.
And what about call? No, that's more easy.
I think that would be easier. Maybe calling her like.
If you want, if you agree, I can call.
Sure. Well, yeah, maybe I'm gonna ask her not to turn her camera on, just like her voice. Because I think that the moment that she turns the camera on, it immediately gets crazy. And it is already 9. And I have to go to other 5 groups.
Ay, lo apagó. She turned off her cell phone.
She turned it off.
Yo, her Joely number is
Ya, profe, qué pena. Me cambié al celular porque pues no sé si de pronto sea el computador.
Puede ser. Listo, Joel. Entonces, ya es la misma pregunta. Te la vuelvo a leer de todas maneras. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why? Why not?
Yes, I think that is we are lonelier because like I think that the principal reason is the cell phone and the social network. We talk with people by social network, WhatsApp, Facebook. We know everything about people. And Instagram, we see what they are doing and we know all about people. We don't have the necessary to go outside to know that people is
Okay,
good, is
time's up.
alive, is
This first question. Really, thank you. I would like to ask you also question number 9. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations? 40 seconds.
yes, that 20 years old of my boyfriend, and I do something in his house, sorry, and with her family, with his family, and that's all.
Okay, Joely. Well, let's move to the conversation so you don't waste all your data. In this part, remember guys that you had a conversation, you are group number 6. You talk about inventions that have had a negative impact in your lives. So remember that is only 2 minutes. So turn my camera off. Brian, don't forget to turn your camera on.
Okay.
There you are. Okay, guys, let's start.
Hi, girl. Lately, I have been more tired than usually.
Oh my God, sorry. And why? Haven't you slept well?
Yes, I don't know the reason.
So maybe haven't you eaten in a correct form?
What do you mean about chloroform?
Yes, for example, what do you usually take for your breakfast?
Oh, I usually don't take my breakfast.
And what about your lunch or your dinner?
Near to my work, there is a lot of place of fast food, so if I don't have time, I prefer to buy something from there. And the dinner in the weekend, I go outside with my friends, and weekday I drink coffee or tea.
My God, you usually eat in a bad form. In fact, you don't eat.
What are you talking about me? I don't understand you. I did.
Hi, girls. What are you talking about?
I
Daniel is talking to me about my bad habits from my age.
Well, Brian, tell us, what do you think about eat only twice a week and in major fast food?
It's a wrong decision because our body need a lot of protein or vegetables. You know we need a balance in our diet because if I don't give to our body, we will feel weak and hungry, sleepy, and we could lose or err weight quickly without control. Um, eating this type of food it's a way um, to get illness.
Okay, 2 minutes. Time's up. Okay, I think that probably there was something else like for you to add to the conversation, like to wrap it up, but we already covered the 2 minutes. Well, from the first part, Daniel, in the first question, you said that's not really facts. Maybe facts is plural. They are not real facts, not really, but real. And then talking about the events, you said you realize don't enjoy. Maybe you realize you don't enjoy. Tan, 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 tan. Well, Jelly, probably in the second question where you were talking about the birthday of your boyfriend, you like answer in 10 seconds and more. Like probably you could have told me a little bit more. And Brian, in one of the questions you said where you can eat. In that case, the past goes to the modal. Would be where you could, talking about the buffet, where you could eat. Okay? The modal is the one that goes in past, and then the next verb, we don't make any transformation. Okay? But in general, as usually was good, guys. The idea for us is to upload the grades to the system as fast as possible so you have the information to start on Friday. And well, guys, remember that from the next cycle, you will be working, well, I won't be accompanying you during the second part of the sessions, okay? So continue with the process, keep on working. You are really, really good because this goes until August, like in your case, right? More or less, I think.
I don't know, teacher. But thank you for all your class and how did you say enseñanza? Like teaching?
Teachings as well. Teachings
Okay.
is better.
Like teaching.
Okay, guys. Thank you. You are a really good group. Actually, it
Thank you
was
for
really
everything,
nice.
teacher.
Welcome,
Thank you,
Brian.
teacher.
Welcome, guys. You are a really good group. Keep on working. Take care,
Teacher,
everybody.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, teacher.
Hi,
Hi,
teacher.
how are you?
Okay, thank you for asking.
Very great. Thanks,
Doing
teacher. How are you?
great? Doing great, running as usual. Got a surprise. Because today we have exams in the other groups as well, so we are like suffering a little bit, but you know, it's part of the drill. We are already getting used to it.
Oh, I see, teacher.
Okay. Well, guys, as usual, let's start with the individual part. I choose 2 questions and you have 40 seconds to answer each of those questions. So I'm going to start with Jennifer. While I set up, okay, it's okay. While I set up the timer, yes. There you are. I always have to set it for 40 seconds and then for 2 minutes and then I forget and etc. Well, Jennifer, I would like to ask you a question number 12. Do you believe in the paranormal? Why or why not?
Yeah, teacher, I believe that paranormal exists because I had a similar experience when I was 17 years old. It happened here in Bucaramanga, and we were living near to Mega Mall, and someone told us that there was a ghost that appears in September, and we could feel that presence in at midnight when we
Time's up.
were
Time's up.
okay, teacher.
Thank you. I have to ask the question because it's part of the topic that we studied, but everybody has had a paranormal experience and I hate it. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Yeah, it's not a good one to talk about that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's part of what we studied. I would like to ask you question number 1. Do you think social networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain.
Oh, it depends on how we manage the time that we spend on that kind of sites on our daily life. For example, if you are conscious that those websites or social media could help us to meet other people or to make um, our relationship stronger than we have in real life, maybe it would be a possible or a positive aspect to take in count.
Okay.
But
I have to interrupt you, Jennifer, but thank you very much. Let's
okay,
continue
teacher.
with Harold.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Harold.
I'm here. I'm here because I don't know what happened with my internet, so I am connected by my data.
Okay, don't worry, Harold, there you are. I would like to ask you question number 4. What invention has had an important impact in your life and explain?
Okay, teacher, I guess that the answer is easy because I guess that this invention is important for everyone. I guess that the internet is the invention that have let connect people around the world. For that reason, I guess that maybe we can share a global customer. Or for that reason, I guess that internet is the invention.
Stephanie.
Sorry.
Okay. And Harold, I would like to ask you question number 9. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations?
Teacher, in fact, these events, not, but I guess that maybe millions events. I guess one day I had to organize a surprise for my brother because he's about he was about to his birthday 18. For that reason, I was the responsible for doing everything about that.
Okay, Harold, thank you very much. That would be it for the individual part. Well, Stephanie, it's your turn. There you are.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie, I would like to ask you question number 5. Which achievements do you find the most amazing? Could be from people that you know or like well-known achievements around the world in history, okay? Or your own achievements as well.
Okay. I think that the achievement that I find the most amazing is about the praise nominee that has an actress, my favorite actress, Meryl Streep. She has a lot of nominees of Oscars for Best Actress, and she's amazing. And also, she is the most winner for the Oscar Best Actress.
Okay. So. Thank you, Stephanie. And I would like to ask you question number 10. Talk about something you didn't have to do 10 years ago that you have to do now.
This is easy. Something that I didn't have to do 10 years ago, I have to do it to work. And I know when I a child, I didn't think about the war or about moment. I am an adult, so I have to think about that, and it's awful. I don't like work.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Well, guys, let's move. Let's move now to the next part where you have to create the conversation. In this case, your group number 2, you talk about an unusual world record. Well, as you already know, while I set up the timer, you have 2 minutes to present your conversation. So I'm going to turn my camera off as well as my microphone. Well, you guys, there you are. 2 minutes starting now. Go.
Hello, girls. It's a pleasure seeing you again.
Hi, Harold. Yeah, we haven't talked in a long time.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. That's right. I think that English classes have demanded a lot of our time.
And talking about that, do you remember when we read about the stranger Guinness record?
Oh, yeah. I think those were weird. I recently heard that a man in India holds the record for the longest ear hair in the world. When he was interviewed, he said that he even has a special shampoo to keep his hair clean and healthy. It's so well.
Oh, really? I can't believe someone take care about his hair's ear. In fact, another Indian man who won the Guinness record for having the longest nails of the world. The length of his nails reached almost 2 meters.
Oh, that sounds weird, but you couldn't imagine what I found. It is a man, and he is a man whose name was Space Codway. He reached the Guinness record for carrying out 65 kilos using his eyelids only.
Oh, God. Would you dare to do something similar? In my case, I couldn't do something like that.
Oh, I agree with you, Stephanie. I definitely wouldn't do it.
Instead, I would love to be in a story like the man who did something weird, but I guess that this is a story that I'm going to tell you in the next time.
Oh, okay. We'll wait to hear.
You were about to finish, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that you were about to wrap it up. Guys, great as usual. Maybe just a little bit that Stephanie missed that you said when I a child, actually would be when I was a child, but that was it. You completed the different aspects that were requested here on the conversation that was to be done collaboratively. Guys, you already know the drill. We will try to run as much as possible because in this case, the level B2 begins on Friday. And well, keep in mind that as I was already telling you, from the next cycle, I will be working with another group on the second part of the session. Keep on working really hard, guys, as usual. You're a really good group. So please, I really, really hope that time and everything works on your side so you can actually continue and not like other people that because of time and etc. they had like to stop the process. I really, really hope that you can like finish it until August, I think. It's like the final part around August. So
Yes,
just keep on working, guys. It was really nice working with you.
thank you so
teacher,
much,
for your
teacher.
time and for
Bye.
your vision and for your advices.
Take care,
Yes.
guys. It was a pleasure.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
teacher. See you soon, hopefully.
See you.
Bye, guys. Nos vemos.
Ciao.
Good evening, Mayra and Sylvia. How are you?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, teacher.
How are
How's
you?
everything?
So fine.
Great. Well, I know that after 9 p.m. everybody's like already exhausted and just like waiting for the moment that I appear in your rooms. I try to make it fast, but it always takes more time than they expected. Well, ladies, we're going to begin with the individual part. Remember that you're going to have 40 seconds to answer the individual questions, well, the 2 questions that I'm going to select for you. So I'm going to start with Mayra. Mayra Pinson. There you are. Mayra, I would like to ask you first question number 2. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why not? 40 seconds.
Well, teacher, I think at this time, at this moment, people are lonelier than in the past because we usually use the social networks and don't have contact with others, and maybe it could be difficult to communicate and develop social skills sometimes. And yeah, I think
Okay. Thank you, Mayra. I would like to ask you also question number 4. What invention has had an important impact in your life, and explain?
invention, like whatever thing.
Whatever thing.
Invention. I think the smartphones and the smart TVs too. Well, these are things that we usually use a lot in the routine life. For example, with the phones, the smartphones, we usually we usually used to do a lot of things, and yeah, I think it's important in my life because without this device, we we don't
Time's
do.
up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayra.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, that was all about the individual part. Sylvia, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yes. Huh. Sylvia.
Yes.
There you are. Okay, Sylvia. I would like to start asking you question number 7. What's the biggest celebration that you have been to or seen on TV?
Well, the last year I had the opportunity to attend to the Stereo Picnic Festival in Bogota. It was spectacular at the stage, the music shows, all the guests invited, the artists and the food. I think it was very interesting. I always want to go, and the last year I have the opportunity.
Okay, very good. And I would like to ask you question number 12. Do you believe in the paranormal? Why not? I know.
It's not that I believe this. I'm so scary person. I don't like nothing paranormal or ghost or witches or anything like that. No, it's impossible to me. But I believe it, and sometimes I think that these things exist, but please, that will never pass to me. I hate it.
I agree with you, Sylvia. I agree with you. Okay. Let's move to the collaborative part. You are group number 8. Let me move here this thing. In your case, you were talking about a special event or celebration you've been to. Sorry. As usual, you will have 2 minutes. Let me see Mayra now. There you are. I'm going to turn my camera off. And then the same like in the previous one. Now it is set. When you listen to the alarm, just stop. And that will be it. Okay?
Okay.
Well, ladies, 2 minutes is starting now.
Okay. Hi, Mayra. Did you go to the wedding this weekend?
Hi, Sylvia. Yeah, I did. It was so beautiful.
Oh, I bet. Where was it held?
It was at this farm just outside of town. The scenery was absolutely stunning.
Oh, that sounds amazing. What was the bride like? I imagine she was so beautiful.
Yeah, she was radiant. She wore this stunning white dress with lace and a long train, and her hair and makeup were so elegant.
Oh, and what about the groom? Did he look nervous? That part of the wedding really exciting.
Yeah, he was a bit nervous at first, but as soon as he saw the bride walking towards him, he just lit up. It was like he couldn't believe how lucky he was.
Oh, that is so sweet. And was your favorite part of the wedding?
Definitely the reception. The food was amazing and the band was so good. Everyone was dancing and having a great time.
Oh, that sounds like it was a really a special day. And did you take any photos?
Yeah, I got a bunch and I have to show them to you sometime.
Yes, I think that this weekend we will meet you and you can show me them.
Yes, it's fine. Since you couldn't go, I took many pictures to show you.
Oh, it's so great. See you on the weekend, Mayra. Bye.
Okay, bye, Julia.
Okay, good timing.
Yes.
There you go. Excellent. Actually, you cover all the topics of the conversation. In terms of the information that you were giving during the first questions, generally was pretty good. Just probably, Sylvia, when you were talking about going to study picnic, you said, I always want to go. Maybe because you already went, would be I always wanted to go. Because in the past, of course, maybe you still want in present, but let's say that now you have already fulfilled going to the event at least once. So like you wanted to go and then you made that dream come true. Okay. And in the second question, you said it's so a scary person. Would be scared. You know, like how, that's how you feel. Scary would be that you make other people feel scared. So
Okay.
like the direction of the events. But as usual, ladies, it was really good. As usual, we would run as much as possible so we can give you the grades before Friday, that the next cycle begins. And well, that would be it. I'm saying goodbye to all the groups because then from the next cycle, I will be working with a different group during
yeah.
the second part of the session. So ladies, keep on working. I know that this is really demanding, but I really, really hope that you can manage to be here until the end. I know it's difficult, but you're a really good group. And of course, you already know that part. Okay.
Thank you,
Yes,
teacher. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time and all your efforts. See you maybe.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Yoo-hoo. Good evening. I'm
No.
sorry,
Good evening,
guys.
teacher.
You know, well, Janini doesn't know, but the others know how the drill is. We have to wait like a million years. You have to wait for me like a million years, but I'm here already. Unfortunately, there is a group that probably would pass at 10. But that's life. Well, guys, let's begin with the first part. That's the individual part. You will have 40 seconds to answer 2 questions. Well, each question has 40 seconds. And then we will move to the collaborative part, and then that will be the end. So let's start with Janine.
All right. Pick the new one.
Well, it's because it's the first name that appears. It
All right.
wasn't on purpose.
So, which question?
But first I need you to turn your camera on, Janine.
Oh, sorry. All right.
There you are. Well,
Yes.
Janine, let's start with question number 1. Do you think social networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain. 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think that networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate because with social networks, people used to share how she lives and the spectators generalize the manners and the quotidian life of others and just have a complex or, oh, what if I should do this and not this, or why that people have that and I am not, and more people is difficult for them difference between their reality and their reality from others.
Okay. Very good. And I'm gonna ask you question number 4. What invention has had an important impact in your life? And explain. 40 seconds.
Oh, the menstrual cup, because I think that we as women have suffered in the past for so many years because blood and like uncomfortable situation about that, and that injection makes us be more free and more comfortable with our bodies and accept that it's a natural process that our body have to do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Janini. That will be it for the first part. Let me see the chat.
Thank you.
I don't like this. Well, we have to. Andrea, is your turn actually?
Okay, teacher.
There you are. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a first question. Number 5. Question number 5 says, which achievements do you find the most amazing? Could be own achievements, achievements from other people, or talking about achievement like around the world. Okay, go.
Okay. I think that one of the most achievement that I really admire is the invention of the internet, because I think that it's a change before the internet and after the internet. Yes. I think that the people in general that create this, these people don't have any idea or any basis about this. All was new. So I think that for well, as all of events, yes. But I think
Okay,
that yes,
I have to stop you, Andrea. Sorry.
Okay.
That will be the first question. I would like to ask you question number 10. Talk about something you didn't have to do 10 years ago that you have to now.
Okay, 10 years ago, I'm 22, so I was 12. I don't know, teacher. maybe a computer, maybe. I don't remember.
Look at the question, Andrea, that you had to do. Something that you had to do 10 years ago that you didn't have to do, sorry. That you didn't have to do 10 years ago, but now that you have to do it in present.
Okay. Maybe I think more times to have to do now than in the past. But I think that one thing, maybe 10 years ago, I don't wash my clothes. And now, yes, because 10 years ago, I was a girl, a little baby. So my mom wash it. But now, I wash. I think.
Okay. Andrea, thank you.
Okay, teacher.
Gilbert, is your turn.
Sure, just allow me 2 seconds, please.
Okay, very good, Gilbert. There you are. I would like to start asking you question number 10. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations?
Okay, so I'm not that kind of guy who like do that kind of things. I think that kind of thing is more for extroverts people. So I'm not like that kind of guy. So actually, no. Until now, I didn't have to make that kind of things, but maybe in the future, maybe some events related with my proper interest, like, I'm a chemistry student, something related with that kind of things should be great for me.
Okay, Gilbert, thank you very much. And I would like to ask you question number 12. Do you believe in the paranormal? Why not?
Okay, so in my case, I don't have had any experience. I hadn't any experience related with that. So I think that most of cases has an explanation of that event. So, when we feel nervous, we start to think a lot of to think a lot of things because the nervous, but sometimes that has an explanation. So for that, I think that I'm not believe in the paranormal things, events.
Okay. Gilbert, thank you very much. Well, guys, let's move now to the collaborative part. Group number 4. You will talk about how social networks have impacted your lives. Remember, guys, that you have 2 minutes for that. I'm setting up the timer. Don't forget that all of you guys have to turn your camera on. Very good. I'm going to turn mine off. And this is your moment to shine. So 2 minutes starting now. Go.
So
Okay.
this can take place in a hospital or in a health center, which we are in process to rehabilitate ourselves about social network, right?
Okay. Hi guys. I know you are here because you want to talk about social networks. I understand that you are here because in one way or another, social networks are affecting your life. So, Janini, tell me your experience with social networks as a rehabilitated patient, because Gilbert is with us, and Gilbert is a person who is going to enter to the program.
So I just realized my problem because I was starting my work was have a public manager of a press, and I have to socialize with the with improvement of network like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. My company uh, assigned me that work, and with the time my hours spent to my own Instagram on Facebook profile. The limit was 8 or 5 hours in social networks. I just realized of my problem with in a meet with my boss. I fall down.
Okay. Gilbert, now tell me about your experience. How much time do you spend on social networks per day, on average?
Okay, so that's a quite good question. So I'm not sure how many hours I spend on my screen or in the social media, but I think that I used to spend between 6 or 8 hours per day. So I sometimes really feel that I am wasting my time, but I don't know. There is like some exciting. I think I feel so exciting. Watch some videos like in TikTok videos, or read memes of the stuffs like that are so funny for me, and I really enjoy it. But however, I feel that I'm wasting my time, and I don't know how to control it.
I think that after pandemic, TikTok was the most relevant social media.
Okay, I have to stop you now, guys. It looks like actually you had a lot to cover, but actually I extended like 20 seconds, a little bit more. But you managed to cover most of the aspects that were requested well. It was like pretty interesting, like the context that you provided related to what it was assigned. Well, guys, let's have a look at some of the things that you said in the questions. Let's start with Janini. In question number 1, you said, why that people, like you were referring to people as singular. So it will be, for example, why those people, and then you said people is would be people are. And then in the second question, you said we as woman would be singular, but you're talking about like the collective group would be we as women, right? And that would be it. Thank you. Andrea, you said the idea was to talk about the past. You said, I don't wash my clothes, but you were talking about when you were 12 years old, right? So you would say, I didn't wash my clothes because it was in that moment of your life, right? And Gilbert, when I was asking you about if you had planned a party or something, you said, until now, I didn't have to, but precisely because we say until now, like still having an impact in present, we would say, I haven't had to, because we don't know yet if eventually in the future you would have to do that, right? Not like finish it in the past. And you said something of my proper interest. I think that you meant my own interest, because proper means something that is or is related to an accurate point of view, like a correct thing, but I think that you meant something that it belongs to you. I have that impression. And you said, talking about the paranormal thing, you said, I hadn't any experience. I think once again that you meant I hadn't had, but maybe once again in present, I haven't had. Because hadn't would be like it's in the past of the past and it's like way too away.
Okay.
And you said, I'm not believe, I don't believe. Okay. But it was good, guys. And also the part of the conversation, I know that 3 is a lot of people and you managed to cover it. Well, guys, maybe Janini doesn't know. What Daniela and I do is like to run as much as possible to upload the grades to the system, which is the place where you actually see your final grades. So we have all the information to start on Friday. Remember, guys, that from the next cycle, I will be like changing to another group. So technically, this is like my final session with you. Guys, keep on working. I know that this is really hard. Notice how late it already is, but I'm pretty sure that you will feel really happy and, you know, fulfilled with the good results that this experience will provide to you. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm here already. I'm sorry that I kept you waiting. Of course, you know that this just happens. Aha, the script of the conversation.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Hi, Christian. I discovered you guys. Well, once again, I'm sorry I kept you waiting this much, but let's start immediately so I don't have to keep you waiting anymore. Your group number 3. Let's start with the individual part. Do you see my screen, guys? Right, did you see my screen?
No, not yet. Yes.
It is loading, yeah. It was taking more time than the usual. Well, I'm gonna start with Sarai. Remember, Sarai, that you have 40 seconds to answer your questions. Well, the 2 questions separately. Let me set up the timer. Sarai, I would like to ask you first question number 2. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why? Why not? Go.
Lonely. Teacher, I don't know the meaning of lonely.
Do you remember lonely?
Lonely? Lonely. No.
Well, I'm gonna change the question then, don't worry. I'm gonna ask you question number 1. Do you think social networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Yes, I think the social networks makes people feel anxious and inadequate because most of this, for example, Instagram, show a perfect life. So in my case, I feel like I don't do anything for my life because I don't travel, I don't have enough money to do these things that I can see in this social media.
Okay. Answer I would like to ask you question number 12. Do you believe in the paranormal? Why not?
No, I never. I know if I believe, no, because I think that the paranormal is a science fiction, because in my life I never feel that experience. I think that is for that reason.
Okay. Sarai, thank you very much. Let's move now to Christian. Okay, Christian. I would like to ask you question number 3. Do you think people who use online dating websites are always honest about themselves? Explain. Your microphone is off, Christian.
No, because I mean, some people make like some kind of like using an old photo to edit photo, but anyone is 100 complete honest because it's always been that kind of honesty in an online in a website. You know, on a website is dangerous. So you have to honestly don't tell all the truth because even the people there's no going to believe that.
Okay. And I would like to ask you question number 7. What is the biggest celebration that you have been to or seen on TV?
Maybe the inauguration and closures of the, how do you say, Mundial World Cup? Yeah, that kind of events, World Cups, the Olympics. I mean, the last ones in Japan, I didn't see it, but the other ones, I think it was in UK. I saw those.
Okay, Christian, thank you very much. And let's move now to Ana Maria. Ana Maria, I would like to ask you first. The coordinator is asking us, how is it going? I would like to ask you question number 5. It says, which achievements do you find the most amazing? Could be talking about your own achievements, other people's achievements, or well, like worldwide known achievements. That's up to you. Okay.
To be honest, I think in a different way. I think that an achievement is when maybe when you die, you don't have any regrets or something that you I don't know, feel guilty, or you feel bad with this kind of things, and you die. And I don't know, I think this is an achievement, but also I think that maybe in a work, when you have
time's up, Anna. I muted myself. Let's move to the final question. I would like to ask you question number 10. Talk about something you didn't have to do 10 years ago that you have to do now.
Maybe use glasses. I don't remember, but use glasses now is a very important factor in my life, and I have myopia, so myopia, so I can go on the street without my glasses. So it's something important in my life right now, and yes, this is one of the many things that now I changed and I have to use with my 21 years.
Okay, Anna, thank you very much. Well, guys, finally, the collaborative part. Group number 3, your conversation about an important life event in history that you've seen. Okay, remember, guys, that you have the 2 minutes, similar to the previous activity. In case that the time is not enough, unfortunately, I would have to interrupt you. Okay, all your cameras are on. I'm gonna turn mine off. 2 minutes starting now. Go.
Taray.
Go. Taray.
Your microphone is muted.
Sorry. Hello guys, I have a question. Do you remember where you were when the World Trade Center fell?
Oh my God, yes. Actually, in your city at the time, it was the scariest thing I ever experienced.
I was in high school at the time, and I remember our teacher turned on the TV, and we watched the horror as the events unfold.
It's crazy how one moment can change the world so drastically.
Absolutely. And the aftermath of that event has had a lasting impact on global politics and security measures, like in the airports.
Yes, it's interesting to think about how history will remember this event and what future generations will think of it. And I think it's an event that is part of the development of an history of humanity.
Definitely. It just goes to show how important it is to be informed and engaged in the world around us, because you never know when something like this could happen again.
That's true.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, bye.
Bye.
Okay. Very good. Straight to the point. And that was a very important life event, like in this case. Well, guys, very good. Actually, your answers were pretty fine. And yeah, that would be it. There aren't many things to say. Remember, guys, as usual, the idea for Daniel and me, we have to run a little bit to upload the grades to the system, so you have the whole information for Friday when you begin the B2. Okay? And well, guys, as I was telling you the other day, this is like my final session with you. Remember that in the next cycle, I will be working with a different group on the second part of the session. So keep on working, guys. You're a really good group. I know that this time is complicated, but I'm sure that you will manage to fulfill this whole level. Okay?
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you for your time, for all your efforts, and see you.
Thank you for all your knowledge.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Good evening, ladies. Don't hate me, please. Are you still awake? Because you must be really tired. Because you are tired, not because or anything else, I'm sure. Sorry. Well, you are group. I forgot the group.
Number 5, teacher.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm tired as well already, which is not an excuse. Okay, let's begin with the individual part. I would like to start with Judy Lisette. Please turn your camera on while I set up the timer. There you are, Judy. Very good. Judy, I would like to ask you a question first. Question number 1. Do you think social networking makes people feel anxious and inadequate? Explain.
I think yes, because because when you spend a lot of time in this type of social media or something like that, you want to take the same things that the other person have, and maybe this can do that like you feel anxious. No more.
Okay, yeah, good. I would like to ask you also question number 10. Talk about something you didn't have to do 10 years ago that you have to do now.
Like a object or something like that?
Like an action, an activity that you didn't have to do in your past, but now in your present life, you have to do it.
10 years ago. I think studying English is a good idea because 10 years ago, I hated this subject, and now for my career and for my life, I think it's very important because you have to speak very well English if you want a good opportunity or if you want to travel to another country.
Okay, good, thank you very much. That would be for the first part. Andrea, is your turn. There you are, Andrea. Okay, I would like to start with question number 2. Do you think young people are lonelier than they were in the past? Why not?
Well, I think that because I don't think so because in these days it is much easier to meet people, and they are usually more extrovert than the than than the the old people. The young people now meet meet friends in a social network, and it's easy to know a lot of people around the world and communicate with them.
Okay. That would be for question number 2. I would like to ask you question number 4. What invention has had an important impact in your life?
So for me, I think that the internet, because well, when I was a child, maybe the internet was not advanced like now, but in this moment, the internet is really important because we can research for a lot of subjects that we can useful for me and for my studies, and we can do a lot of things with the internet.
Okay. Thank you very much, Andrea. And Angelica, now it's your turn. Very good,
Hi,
Angelica. Hello. Let's start with question number 3. Do you think people who use online dating websites are always honest about themselves? Explain.
No, teacher. I think that it's no, the people no don't say the truth. In my case, I do it. I don't. But I think that maybe the people in the network in website try to apparent a good life that know amazing places and maybe have a lot of money, but it's not always true. I don't know what how to.
Time's up, Angelica, sorry.
No worries. Sure.
Let's finish with question number 9. Have you ever organized big events or celebrations?
Oh, yes. In the 2017, I organized a Congress of Chemistry. It was big.
for me, it was big because we received 500 people around many countries, Spain, USA, Venezuela, Ecuador,
Okay.
Puerto Rico. It was amazing, but it was a hard work, very hard, and but I remember that all people feel happy for the organization.
Okay, Angelica, very good. Ladies, and to finally finish the part of the conversation, you talk about something you had to do recently, but you didn't enjoy. Similar to the previous exercise, you have the 2 minutes. In case that you take probably more time, I would have to stop you like I did with some of you, okay? So Andrea and Judy, let's turn your cameras on. Final exercise after suffering all this time awake. 2 minutes, ladies, let's begin.
Okay, I want to talk about something. I'm very sad because last week I went to Cani Garcia concert. She's my favorite singer, but I always dream to see her in a concert. But unfortunately, the concert was what I expected because there were a lot of people and I was very far from the stage, and I couldn't see her very well. And on the other hand, the sound was awful. And in the middle of the night, it started to rain, and I had to go to my house because I felt sick.
Yes, I understand you. The same thing happened to me in a concert a few weeks ago here in Bucaramanga. I went with my sister and we couldn't get there on time. But when we arrived, our seats were wet and dirty. However, we were hoping to enjoy the concert, but when the artists started to sing, we could not hear them well, and suddenly it started to rain very hard, and I forgot my jacket, so I was very cold, and it was raining all the time. And before the concert was over, we decided to leave because we were not enjoying it, and we spent a lot of time, and we could enjoy it.
Oh, it's awful, but sadly it's common that happening. It's a probability. In fact, it happened to me too when I went to the Turkey concert the last year. I was very cheerful and excited for idea to assist because it was my dream, but it when started, I looked at the amplified sound was too bad. I was very disappointed and a little angry. It wasn't my best concert, but I couldn't get words about it. So I tried to enjoy it with my friends and sing their songs. Tada. No more teachers.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I like have to wait until you finish because probably I interrupt and then it is like just still like trying to remember something. Ladies, very good. All of you managed to share a particular experience. Just a few things from the first conversations. And you just said the other person have. Talking about question number 1. Remember that person is singular. So it will be the other person has, right? You said also they have to speak well English. They have to speak English very well. Talking about the importance of acquiring the language and stuff. Andrea, extrovert. You said like extrovert. It was related to the accent, you know, where we place the answer in the statement. And also you said friends. Friends. I is silent in that word. Okay. And Angelica, you said try to apparent. Maybe you mean try to pretend because apparent doesn't ring a bell. you know. And talking about the event, you said, I realized an event. Remember that realize is like when you figure out something. Could be that you were in charge of, you know, or that you created, if in case that it works, or that it suits the idea that you had. But as usual, ladies, in general, it was great. As usual, we would run with Daniela to upload the grades to the system so you have all the information to start on Friday. And with all the groups, I'm telling you, also reminding you that the next cycle I will be working with a different group from 8 to 10. So ladies, thank you for your time. Keep on working. I know that this is really late. I don't want to keep you anymore. Just like keep on being as good students as you already are. Okay? Thank you for everything, ladies.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Bye.
Take care.